Lita, I honestly cannot take it anymore. I'm sitting in my living room trying to eat my hard black brick bread in absolute peace, and there are exactly 5 loud police cars, 3 angry dogs, and a massive construction truck outside my window. The big city is driving me completely crazy.
3 angry dogs and a construction truck? Oh wow, your poor human ears, Sam. Hello everyone, and welcome to another incredibly loud, very noisy episode of the English Unscripted podcast. I am Lita.
And I am Sam. And today, guys, we are talking about the crazy chaos of living in a big city, the beautiful dream of escaping to a quiet green farm, and why completely silent cows are much better neighbors than angry human beings.
Exactly. Cows are fantastic, quiet neighbors. We are dividing this loud journey into 3 exciting chapters today. First, we will talk about the absolute nightmare of city traffic and street noise. Then, in chapter 2, we dive into the beautiful, incredibly boring life of the quiet countryside. And finally, chapter 3 is all about wild insects attacking you in the dark green woods.
3 chapters of pure nature therapy. But wait, Lita, before I tell you how a crazy city animal attacked me in my own home, we have a very important cinematic mission for our amazing listeners today.
Oh, yes, it is challenge time, guys. What is the big Hollywood movie strategy for our language learners today, Sam?
Listeners, if you truly want to build a massive, beautiful English brain, you absolutely cannot just watch this conversation one single time. You have to treat this podcast exactly like watching a brand new, highly exciting action movie in the cinema.
An exciting action movie. I love eating sweet popcorn at the cinema, Sam. How does the movie method actually work for learning new vocabulary words?
Well, the very first time you watch the movie, you're just enjoying the cool action. You listen to my terrible city problems and you just relax in your chair. But the second time, you become a serious professional Hollywood actor. You pause the video, you read the hidden English subtitles, and you repeat the heavy words out loud until you win a Golden Acting Award.
Yes, win the big vocabulary award, guys. A perfect English actor. So, Sam, tell me about your completely loud, terrible city apartment. Did the strict bald manager force you to live directly next to a busy, dirty highway?
I honestly think he did it on purpose, Lita. I live in the absolute center of the city, and it is never, ever quiet. Yesterday, I put on my bright yellow banana jacket, I opened my glass window to get some fresh morning air, and a giant gray city bird immediately flew inside and tried to drink my hot garlic mushroom soup.
A crazy city bird attacked your garlic soup? Oh my goodness, Sam, that is a very aggressive, very hungry bird. The city is just way too crowded and busy with fast cars and crazy animals.
It is incredibly crowded, Lita. There are millions of fast cars, hundreds of loud sirens, and absolutely zero green trees. I look outside and all I see is gray concrete and bright neon lights. It's just a massive, completely busy machine that literally never goes to sleep.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your massive, busy city machine right there. I think that's a wonderfully crowded, highly active vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Bustling.
Yes, bustling. It's an excellent B1 adjective that describes a physical place, like a big city or a street, that is incredibly full of active people, loud noises, and very fast movement. Like a terrible, bustling city street that never lets you sleep at night.
Listeners, please practice this completely busy, active word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Close your noisy windows.
Bustling.
Bustling. My street is way too incredibly bustling, Lita. I honestly just want to go talk to a quiet, peaceful farm cow. And that actually makes me very curious about our city listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our first very noisy urban question for you right now. When you're trying to relax or sleep in your own home, what is the absolute most annoying, terrible noise that you always hear outside your window? Is it angry cars or maybe a crying baby?
Tell us your absolute worst city noise secrets in the comments down below. We desperately need to know that Sam is not the only one fighting hungry city birds. So, Lita, do you want to know exactly what I tried to do to bring quiet nature into my messy apartment? I really want to tell you, Lita. I was so completely tired of looking at the gray street, so I bought 5 heavy bags of real brown dirt from a small shop. I put them right in the middle of my living room floor, directly under the green potato alien painting. I wanted to grow my own beautiful red tomatoes inside my apartment.
Wait, what? You put heavy, dirty bags of earth directly inside your clean living room? Sam, that is absolutely not a peaceful, quiet farm. That's just a terrible, muddy disaster waiting to happen inside your home.
It was a complete disaster, Lita. I poured hot water on the dirt to help the tomatoes, and my bright yellow banana jacket got completely covered in thick, dark brown mud. I was so incredibly frustrated. I looked at the noisy window and yelled, "I am moving out of this crazy city."
Wait a minute, guys. Listeners, I have a fantastic native secret for you right here. Did you hear how Sam just pronounced the words out of? He sounded incredibly formal and dramatic, like an angry Shakespeare actor screaming at the loud traffic.
Oh no, did I sound completely dramatic and heavy again, Lita? I thought out of was a perfectly serious, correct way to declare my great escape to the peaceful green countryside.
It is absolutely perfect if you're writing a very serious police report, Sam. But when native speakers are talking very fast or when we're casually screaming at loud city birds, we almost never say out of. We smash the two words completely together and just say outa, outa.
Oh yes, outa. I'm moving out of this city. Get outta my garlic soup, you crazy bird. That sounds so much faster and wonderfully natural, Lita. It completely shows my real, fast city anger.
Exactly. Try using outa when you're talking quickly and want to leave a terrible or noisy place, guys. It's a brilliant secret trick to make your casual spoken English sound perfectly fluent and very cool. So Sam, you want to move out of the bustling city and sleep on the grass next to a quiet cow?
I absolutely do, Lita. I just want to sit on a beautiful green hill, eat my heavy black brick bread in absolute silence, and never hear a loud screaming police car ever again.
Oh, that sounds incredibly relaxing and peaceful, Sam. But honestly, the absolute, completely dead silence of the deep countryside can actually drive your human brain totally crazy, too. Which brings us perfectly to Chapter 2 of our green journey today. Listeners, clean the brown mud off your clothes and pack your heavy bags because we're going to dive into the absolute boredom of living far away from everything, why the completely dark country nights are actually terrifying, and the terrible panic of having zero internet connection.
Lita, fighting an angry city bird for my garlic soup is completely terrible, yes. But driving 2 heavy hours outside the bustling city to a quiet green farm and realizing there are absolutely 0 streetlights at night is an absolute psychological nightmare. I thought I wanted green peace, but I was completely terrified.
Terrified of a quiet, peaceful farm, Sam? Oh wow, did you actually leave your noisy apartment to sleep in a real wooden country cabin?
I absolutely did, Lita. I rented a very small, cute wooden house near a massive, dark forest. I packed my bright yellow banana jacket, a heavy bag of my rock-hard black brick bread, and I drove completely away from the busy city traffic. I was so incredibly excited to finally relax and breathe clean air. But then, the hot sun completely went down behind the trees, Lita.
Oh no, the deep country sunset. It gets completely 100% black outside, Sam. There are absolutely no glowing neon signs. Did you actually try to go outside in the dark green forest?
I tried to, Lita. I really wanted to eat my heavy black bread safely under the beautiful stars. I opened the old wooden door, and there were absolutely zero lights anywhere. The busy city is always glowing yellow, but the quiet country was much more dark. I was completely shaking in my shoes.
Wait, Sam. You said the country was much more dark? The strict English grammar police are hiding in the black trees right now. Dark is a completely short, simple adjective, my terrified friend. We absolutely never say more dark. You just add an ER to the end of the short word. The country was much darker. Darker.
Oh, right. Thank you, Officer Lita. The country was so incredibly darker. My scared brain completely forgot the basic grammar because I honestly thought a giant angry bear was waiting in the black trees to steal my heavy bread. And the absolute worst part, Lita, my expensive smartphone had exactly zero internet connection.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your completely disconnected, terrifying cabin right there. I think that is a wonderfully distant, highly isolated vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Remote.
Yes, remote. It is an excellent B1 adjective that describes a physical place, like a quiet farm or a dark wooden cabin, that is located extremely far away from bustling cities, busy roads, or other human beings, like a completely dark remote forest with absolutely no internet connection for your mobile phone.
Listeners, please practice this completely distant, quiet word with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Turn off your digital screens.
Remote.
Remote. The wooden cabin was way too incredibly remote, Lita. I literally could not even call the strict bald manager to ask for emotional help. And that actually makes me very curious about our digital listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our second very quiet, disconnected question for you right now. When you travel to a very beautiful, completely remote place for a holiday, what is the absolute hardest modern thing for you to survive without? Is it fast internet, hot coffee shops, or loud television?
Tell us your absolute worst remote travel secrets down in the comments. We desperately need to know how you survive the dark trees without crying. So, Lita, is there an actual scientific, psychological reason why the completely quiet country night makes me so incredibly anxious and scared?
The actual scientific, psychological reason, Sam, is that your busy city brain is completely addicted to heavy noise. You hear loud police cars and angry dogs every single day. So when the world suddenly becomes completely 100% quiet, your anxious brain thinks a giant danger is hiding in the dark.
Oh, wow. So my own brain was completely tricking me, Lita? It honestly felt exactly like a scary movie, Lita. I was sitting on my small wooden bed, wearing my bright yellow banana jacket for extra protection, and my human ears were literally ringing because the air was so incredibly quiet. I honestly missed the loud construction truck outside my city window.
Exactly. You missed the terrible city chaos, Sam. You just don't know how to exist in a completely peaceful, natural environment without your loud internet and your busy streets.
Wait, Lita, let us pause your completely peaceful, quiet environment right there. I think that is a wonderfully calm, highly beautiful vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Serene.
Yes, serene. It's a beautiful B1 adjective that describes a physical place or a mental feeling that is completely calm, very quiet, and absolutely peaceful, without any loud stress, bustling traffic, or crazy city birds, like a beautiful, serene green forest before the sun goes down.
Listeners, please practice this completely calm, peaceful word with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Relax your busy city minds.
Serene.
Serene. The remote cabin was supposed to be completely serene, Sam, but you were just a terrified, loud city squirrel hiding from the dark trees in a yellow jacket.
I was an incredibly anxious squirrel, Lita. I honestly just wanted to eat my hot garlic soup safely under the bright streetlights.
Oh, you are an absolute city boy, Sam. You absolutely cannot handle the quiet peace. But honestly, the dark silence is just the very first country problem. The absolute worst part of living in beautiful green nature is realizing that the tall grass is completely full of tiny, hungry monsters. Which brings us perfectly to the third and final chapter of our green journey today. Listeners, put on some heavy bug spray and completely close your wooden windows because we're going to dive into the absolute nightmare of giant country mosquitoes, finding weird insects in your shoes, and why city bugs are actually much smaller and kinder.
Lita, running away from the completely silent dark trees is completely understandable, yes, but waking up the next morning and finding a giant, angry spider sitting directly on your heavy black brick bread is an absolute horror movie. The countryside is completely full of tiny monsters.
A giant country spider eating your hard bread? Oh, wow, Sam, that is a terrible, crunchy breakfast. Did you actually try to fight the wild insects in your quiet wooden cabin?
I absolutely tried, Lita. I woke up feeling very brave and completely serene. I put on my bright yellow banana jacket to protect my skin, and I opened the small wooden window to finally breathe the fresh, clean morning air. But Lita, country bugs are absolutely not like tiny city bugs. A massive dark cloud of giant mosquitoes immediately flew inside the bedroom.
Oh no, a dark cloud of giant mosquitoes? They probably looked at your bright yellow jacket and thought you were a massive, delicious sunflower, Sam. You literally invited them inside for breakfast.
They completely thought I was a giant walking flower, Lita. I was running around the small cabin, screaming loudly and trying to hit the flying bugs with my heavy piece of black bread, but there were way too many of them. They completely took over the entire wooden room in exactly 10 seconds.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your terrible flying mosquito cloud right there. I think that is a wonderfully aggressive, highly physical vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Invade.
Yes, invade. It is an excellent B1 verb that means to enter a physical place or a broken car or a bad situation in very large, completely unwanted numbers, usually to take control or cause a lot of damage, like a massive, dark cloud of hungry mosquitoes that completely invade your peaceful wooden cabin.
Listeners, please practice this completely aggressive flying word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Close your wooden windows.
Invade.
Invade. The angry country bugs completely invaded my peaceful morning, Lita. I honestly just wanted to drive my car back to the loud, bustling city, and that actually makes me very curious about our brave listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our third and final, very creepy country question for you right now. What is the absolute worst, most terrifying insect or wild animal that you have ever found completely invading your physical house or your bedroom? Is it a giant spider or a loud flying bug?
Tell us your absolute worst insect secrets in the comments down below. We desperately need to know that we're not the only adults running away from tiny flying bugs. So, Lita, do you want to know exactly how I finally escaped the massive mosquito invasion?
I really want to know, Sam. Did you actually try to fight the giant mosquito cloud with your heavy black brick bread, or did you just run to your car like a completely terrified city squirrel?
I completely ran away, Lita. I threw the hard black bread directly on the wooden floor so the hungry bugs would eat it. I grabbed my empty garlic soup pot and I ran straight to my car. I did not even close the cabin door. I left the beautiful green farm completely empty and I drove back to the loud, bustling city in exactly 1 hour.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your completely terrified running city squirrel right there. I think that is a wonderfully fast, highly dramatic vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Abandon.
Yes, abandon. It is an excellent B1 verb that means to completely leave a physical place, a broken car, or a bad situation forever, usually because you are in incredible danger, or because you just want to completely escape, like abandoning your quiet country holiday because of giant hungry mosquitoes.
Listeners, please practice this completely fast escaping word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Run away from the flying country bugs.
Ban, done.
Abandon. I completely abandoned my serene country weekend, Lita, and honestly, the absolute best part of my entire trip was hearing the loud screaming police cars when I finally parked my car outside my own apartment.
You are officially the absolute worst country farmer in the world, Sam. You actually need the loud, crazy city noise to survive. And speaking of surviving completely crazy challenges together,
Oh, yes. Listeners, surviving the dangerous, difficult English grammar jungle is absolutely impossible if you are completely alone.
exactly. If you want to completely level up your speaking skills and never feel anxious or terrified about new words, you need a smart partner to practice with.
Do not abandon your language journey, guys. Grab your absolute best study buddy, share this exact podcast with them right now, and smash that shiny subscribe button together down below.
Your daily subscription is your official teamwork guarantee to master the English language, guys. Thank you so much for surviving the loud city and the scary bugs with us today. Please do not wear yellow jackets in the dark woods, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone. Go eat your heavy black bread.